My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Every single week, we break down full UFC fight cards. We give you our picks, our bets, and our fantasy plays. So make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our content. And our videos are brought to you by BETU Play to Earn. BETU Play to Earn is the world's first play-to-earn sports and esports betting game. Check it out now at betuearn.com. That's bet, the letter U, earn.com. And OddsJam. OddsJam.com has the fastest real-time data between all of the sports books, which helps you spot discrepancies and place risk-free bets. Check them out now at oddsjam.com. Every single fight, all of the odds from all of your favorite sports books. First up, at UFC London, we have Nathaniel Wood taking on Vince Morales. Nathaniel Wood is 17-5 overall. He's 3-2 in his last 5, coming off a fight of the night loss to Casey Kenny about a year ago. Vince Morales, 11-5 overall, 3-2 in his last 5. He's riding a 2-fight win streak, and he's coming off a beautiful KO over Luis Smoka. And Vince Morales is actually stepping up on somewhat short notice after Wood's original opponent dropped out. Nathaniel Wood is a striker. He's got solid power. He's got really nice dirty boxing. He can grapple as well. You want to check out his UFC debut fight where he sunk in a beautiful Darce choke after losing most of those striking exchanges. He has slick upper body takedowns and great control on the ground. Vince Morales is a decent striker with okay boxing, but he makes up for any technical gaps he has with forward pressure and volume. He's always moving. He's always working something. He has legit power in his hands, and he does tend to go to that often, though. He tends to headhunt, look for that big power. If he doesn't find that early, he does start to fizzle out. And this is a really fun fight to start the card. It's a surprisingly tough matchup for Wood here.
Well,
again,
it doesn't start the card, does it?
No, I mean, I've got my slides out of order here, but
it's okay.
We'll fix it. It's a tough fight for Nathaniel Wood, who is the hometown guy. We opened this off by saying they're not really doing these guys any favors, and Nathaniel Wood's in the same spot. Nathaniel Wood has the volume. He's got pressure, takedowns. He's got okay power. Vince has legit power, an actual wrestling background, but he only averages 0.2 takedowns per fight. And this is a tough one. I talk about it all the time when my brain and my heart are split. Like my gut will tell me something, but logic tells me something else. And this is one of those fights. My brain is saying I got to go with Wood here. But a lot of that has to do with, Vince Morales is stepping up on short notice. Technically Nathaniel Wood will be the hometown guy. I could see Wood avoiding the big shots, working in some dirty boxing, potentially getting some takedowns and outpacing for a win. But Wood is coming off that war with Casey Kenny. He hasn't fought in over a year. And Vince Morales showed us just how powerful and dangerous he can be in his fight against Smoka. He wasn't on the right side of that entire fight the whole time, but bang, that power was there. And all of a sudden, he won. He was a massive underdog in that fight. He was a massive underdog in the fight before that. And he's just sort of racking these wins up as a massive underdog chugging along. So I actually am going to give a very slight edge to Vince Morales. But it's short notice, so there's a few fights on this card that I'm going to be paying close attention to the scale on, and this is one of them. Jakey boy, what do you think?
Did you just pick Vince Morales? Is that what you just said?
I did. Slight edge, I said. Slight edge.
All right.
Can you just give your insight, or are you just going to...
No, it's cool. To start off the card like that, the first, Jesus Christ, we're going to lose all our viewers. But, this should be, this is a Nathaniel Wood fight 100%. He should have no issues with Vince Morales. Maybe if it was a full camp Vince Morales, he would be able to compete a little bit better. If he's able to wrestle, maybe he's got an outside chance. You mentioned the power. That was kind of a weird flash knockout on Smoka. Obviously, he does have power. Everyone's got some sort of power. But, that was his first finish in seven wins. I don't see him having the power for Nathaniel Wood. The only thing that kind of worries me about Nathaniel Wood in this fight is he relies on head movement a lot, right? His hands are down a little bit. He doesn't always have his guard up high. And when you're relying on head movement, if you go the wrong way at the wrong time, that's when those knockout happen. So Nathaniel Wood, he knows how to defend the takedowns. He's going to have the speed advantage. The pace that he had in that Casey Kenny fight was insane. I can see him pressuring Vince Morales with that short notice, getting all over him, and then completely dominating the second and third round once he finds his range. I also like his ability to kind of chew up the front leg. He was doing like Casey Kenny just over and over and over. He can do the same thing to Vince, and then his power is gone completely. So I disagree completely. I think Nathaniel Wood should have no issues with Vince Morales in this fight at all. I think he can win it wherever he wants to. Just defend a couple takedowns and do what you do on the feet. So I like the speed advantage he has, and he should have no issues.
So you don't even think it's a close fight?
No, I think the odds are perfect. I think it's a 3-1, a 2 minus 250 fight.
What if it wasn't short notice?
I said if it wasn't short notice, I think you'd have definitely a better chance. It's more like maybe a minus 150. Wood should definitely be the favorite. He's the more technical striker. He's the faster striker. But yeah, I see Wood all the way.
Yeah, I mean, I totally get it, and it's a very easy argument to make that Wood is probably the better fighter. But there's just, first of all, the inactivity is a concern. Second of all, Vince Morales is just making a habit out of stepping up, taking on these guys, coming in as a massive underdog, not caring at all, and getting it done. And I told you, let's not forget, he does have a legitimate wrestling background. He's an actual wrestler, has that background. He hasn't used it, so we haven't seen a ton of it yet, but he does have that in his back pocket, and it's certainly something that maybe no, I
think that's his path, because you see Wood knows how to defend a takedown, but he can get taken down. So if I'm Vince, that's my game plan, and if he's successful in that, obviously he can win the fight.
And what do you think of DraftKings? You think he's a 3-1 favorite, so $8,900 is a steal.
Yeah, but I think Vince is tough, and I think it's going to take him around to find that range, and it's going to be a kickboxing match, but I don't see Wood getting a finish in this. So at $8,900, you kind of really want a finish, because he will have high volume, but I don't think he's going to get a ton of points.
And final question. So first of all, I like Vince Morales at 7,300, but again, I am very aware of how dangerous this fight is. But I think there's not enough credit giving to Vince Morales and how dangerous he can actually be in a fight. I mean, he's proven it, but a lot of people are just writing him off. Nathaniel Wood, he's going to blow through him, and that's it. But again, the inactivity, the wrestling experience, things like that could be a factor here. I do like $7,300, right? That's solid underdog money. $7,300, you can make something happen there. I like it. We'll see what my lineup looks like. But I actually like Monkey Knife Fight. I like Les Moore. I think Les Moore is so easy, so clean. I mean, 94 is such a high number for a couple of guys in a fight.
Yeah, well, he can hit 94. If Vince is able to get his respect early, he's not going to hit that 94 because he's going to take his time on the strikes. But he can hit that 94, but definitely the safer play is going to be a Les Moore play.
Yeah, I mean, 28's nothing. Obviously, Vince Morales has power, but he doesn't have,
he's not flatlining. That's what I'm saying. He's not flatlining people left and right. That was literally his first finish in 7 fights. So,
yeah. So, all right. I think we're in alignment here for the Monkey Knife Fight. We completely disagree with DraftKings. I'm not going to put a bet on this fight. I think it's a little too. There's too many questions. Like I said, I'm only giving a slight edge to Vince Morales. This isn't underdog lock of the century. Only morons do those things.
Whoa.
But if you want 50 free bucks, go to WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up with any one of our 5 betting partners. Make a deposit. Let me know after you do, and I will send you $50 free. It is literally that simple.